Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another quick draft of Phyrexia. All will be one. And let's just hope that we stop seeing all of those crap rares we've been seeing. Oh, hey, we get a mythic we can pick. Well, the Ickermoon Gauntlet, it's not good in draft because it's about planeswalkers. Excuse me. It's about planeswalkers. But it's going to be the pick because it's a mythic. And also, picking some of these bad rares or mythics means that when we open our packs, we're going to get... I mean, I could only open one more of these things. If that wasn't here, I'd probably just take the Anoint with Affliction. Well, I was going to say easily the best card in the pack, but then I also noticed the Furnace Strider, which is also really good. But I'd still take the Anoint. So we'll take our rare, we'll move it to the sideboard. Well, now we have a lot of options. So we have Sheoldred's Edict, Atraxa's Skitterfang, and a Hexgold Slash. Oh, the Skitterfang is really annoying to play against. I've played against it a bunch of times. I've even used it on a couple of occasions, not in this series yet, but back when this first came out and I did a few drafts. The Skitterfang just kind of keeps us open to whatever. Hexgold Slash... I mean, it's Hexgold Slash. Do I need to explain why it's good at this point? There's also Sheoldred's Edict, which I think is a little bit less good. Because there's also a lot of, like, 1/1 might tokens, and so, well... I mean, you can make your opponent sack a non-token. I guess Edict is good. I'm gonna take the Skitterfang, because that can go in any kind of a deck that we have. Well, here's a blue-green Signpost uncommon. 3 mana for a 2/3 flying toxic 1. Whenever another creature enters battlefield, you can pay 2 and proliferate. Maybe we try a green-blue toxic proliferate deck. That could be a thing. As far as red goes, there's the Resistant Skywarden, which would be pretty good with the Skitterfang as well. Let's take the Signpost uncommon, see if anything comes of it. Alright, so here we have some options. We have the Charforger, which is pretty good, minus all the good black and red stuff I've already passed. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard, put an oil counter on it, remove 3 oil counters, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. I could just take the Ruthless Predation here, which I think that's going to be the pick. I like removal. And I like this removal in this set, because this buffs our guys. Remember last time we had the Infectious Bite, and there were a couple occasions where we couldn't really use it effectively. Alright, we do need early plays. There's a Barbed Batterfist, which is great. There's the Insight, which I don't really want to pick up early. There's this proliferating thing. I think for right now, though, I'm just gonna... I could take the Head Cleaver. I'll take the Head Cleaver. I'm not super interested in any of the blue or green cards here right now. Whispers of the Dross wouldn't be bad either. If we're gonna go for a poison counter, we haven't done a whole lot with poison counters yet. There's a Chimney Rabble, making me regret not picking all those red cards. We have a Stinging Hive Master or the Basilisk. I'll take the I think either of them are fine. This leaves behind a 1/1 when it dies. This just has Death Touch. We'll take the take that one. There's another Head Cleaver. This thing is big. It can be a way to close out a game, but it's generally not necessary. I do like the Battle Chair as well. And we also have a Rustvine Cultivator. We know those are good. I should probably just take the Cultivator. There's another Head Cleaver. I'm going to take the Cultivator. Because that's just a good green 1-drop. We have... Oh, this is not our first pack, so this is a different Tamiyo's Immobilizer. This can be kind of annoying. Essentially locking down a creature for 4 turns, or different creatures. There's a Skull Bomb. There's the Scourge. There's Vraska's Fall. I'm not super deep into blue or black yet. I mean, the thing that helps us with poison counters is that. The Scourge could be interesting too. I think I'll take the Scourge. I don't know about the Fall sometimes. Oh, this thing came back, the Noxious Assault. Well, we don't really want that. We might end up just, like, splashing blue, so I'm going to pick up the Prism here. We could totally splash blue for this thing. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's either that or taking one of the other blue cards here. Ooh, Plague Nurse came back. That can help with our toxic theme we're trying to pull off. Oh, Plague Nurse came back. That could help with our toxic theme we're trying to pull off. And the Cultivator came back. I mean, Prologue would be good too. Well, Prologue would be okay. I'm going to take the second Cultivator for now. We have a Testament Bearer or a Reject Imperfection. That puts us deeper into blue. I'll take the Testament Bearer. I have a lot of 4-drops right now. And we open a Kemba. Do I still need... I do still need them. It really doesn't fit with our deck. I guess the other pick here, we're giving up an Evolving Adaptive, which is really sad. But well, we're going to pick the rares because we're also trying to build a collection through all of this. Alright, here we have some choices because we have the Annihilating Glare. That also goes well with our Prophetic Prism, but there's also a Nimrazer Paladin. Brings back a creature mana value 3 or less. And it's toxic too. We're going to take that. I mean, it'd be really great if we could find the black-green uncommon. That's what we really want to find. Which we're also not finding. What's this thing do? You draw a card if you do discard it. So that lets you loot. Which is helpful. I'm just going to take the... There's plenty of 1-toughness creatures in the format. We'll take the Whisper of the Dross. We get past a Trawler Drake. Oh, it's so good. But I don't think we really splash for it. I can take the Atrocity here. So we do seem to be going the black-green toxic route. And since we're going to be splashing, we could splash Distorted Curiosity. That's a fine one to splash. It's either that or take the Infectious Inquiry, which does give our opponent a poison counter, but losing 2 life in this format is kind of a lot, and this can be a 1 to... Do I have to take this rare? I mean, I kind of do. Unless ETBs or dies proliferate. We need more of the cheap toxic stuff, not this sort of expensive. I like the Terramorphic too. I'm going to take this thing because then I never have to pick it again. I could even just run this card. I mean, 4 toughness is nice and defensive. Oh, we get more big cards we don't really want or need. I could play Duress. I feel like there's enough non-creatures in the format that could be usable. Get rid of our opponent's combat tricks and removal before they wreck us with them. Because it's either that or take an Infectious Inquiry. I mean, our Bone Picker Scourge kind of wants this. Alright. Well, I'm glad I don't have to pick that for 20 gems. This is not the best 2-drop, but we want to have 2-drops. And we're really lacking in those right now. I'm going to take the Dune Mover here. It's toxic. We already have a couple of cultivators, so that's fine. That can get us our island that we're splashing. We have another cultivator? Sure. There's the Atlas that helps for splashing. It can also ping our opponents when they lose life. There's also the Injector. I'm going to take the Injector. It's been annoying enough to play against at times that I think we want it. This thing can proliferate. We have... If I play anything out of here, it'd be the Atlas. I guess I'll take second to last pick Chimney Rabble. Meldweb Strider. This isn't really a Strider deck. Oh, we get White Sun's Twilight. That's actually a card I'm wanting to collect. I would like another Tainted Observer, but we're going to take the rare here. It's also a Lattice Blade Mantis, a Hex Gold Slash. What am I hoping to get back out of here? Actually, the Retrofitter wouldn't be horrible in this deck. Ah, here we go. Skull Dweller, 1 mana, 1/1. It has Death Touch. We like that. Oh, Annihilating Glare would be nice too, but I'm going to take the... I just want the cheap creatures for the time being. Do I want the... Well, I guess the alternative to this is Experimental Augury. We'll take the Toxic thing. Oh, we get another Ruthless Predation. I think that's going to be the pick over any of the bigger stuff. Oh, we have another Atrax's Skitterfang. We have a lot of 3-drops already. I could grab a Thirsting Roots here, too. Just to help with our blue splash. We can't run all these 3-drops, can we? Although the Skitterfang, that can, like, give flying to things. Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, or Lifelink. it can just be so good. Alternative is Thirsting Rose. Yeah, I'll take a second Skitterfang. Oh, we have another 3-drop. This one has Toxic. Or another Tyrannex Atrocity. I don't think we need another Atrocity. I just want more cheap things with Toxic. Where's our 2-drops, though? Oh, well, they're not in this pack. I guess we'll take the Canopy. It can proliferate. This can proliferate, and it's a 2-drop. Alright. Lattice Blade Mantis returned. But this isn't really a Lattice Blade Mantis deck. This is kind of a Bone Picker Scourge. And now another 3-drop. I have to cut some of these. Oh, the Draw Skull Bomb. This is decent enough. There's nothing else in this pack I want. I don't need a second. Maze Skull Bomb? I don't think we're going to play that. I'll take the Combat Trick here. We didn't end up getting a Terramorphic Expanse. I already have play sets of these, and we don't care about the crappy 3-drop because we have lots of good 3-drops. We have 9 cuts to make. Yeah, no, we're going to do it like this. Alright, so what's the most important thing to... Should just be playing white. Let's get all our toxic stuff in here. Well, this isn't toxic, but it's decent enough. That proliferates. I want at least a couple cultivators. We're gonna need to run the long legs, ruthless predations, those, dune mover, skitterfangs. Alright, I've got 3 slots left. So the question is, do we want to splash blue? What's our creature count at? Oh my. We need some more non-creatures is what we need. So I guess this is also going to be a 16 land deck. The only thing we have to facilitate the splash is the Prophetic Prism. We didn't get the... Yeah, so I don't think we're going to play blue at all. It just doesn't seem worth it for Distorted Curiosity and the Observer. So I'm going to play the Infectious Inquiry. Because without being able to... Oh, well, I guess we have the Atlas too, but... I'll play Titanic Growth. And Nimrazor Paladin kind of does the job of the Draw Skull Bomb. So let's actually take the Canopy. Oh, there's the Injector too. +0/+2 and another point of Toxic. That seems to... Oh wait, we're cutting a land anyways, so... Yeah, play 8/8. We top out with 5, yeah. Lots of 3-mana cards. What's our star card going to be? Well, I mean, the deck kind of picked the Skitterfang. I'm gonna pick the Nimrazor Paladin. I almost feel like going for a 9/7 mana base because we need double green for the atrocities. But I guess with... Yeah, we've got Doom... Oh, Doom Mover can also help us splash. Now, we have enough 3-drops as it is. We're not going to splash. But if we did, what would that look like? So we would bring this in. Would be splashing for these 2 cards. I mean, obviously we can take out the Infectious Inquiry. We probably want the Prophetic Prism. We cut a swamp for an island. So I'd need to make 2 more cuts for these. And one's got to be a 3-drop. Probably cut one of the Bone Picker Scourges. Because this will just help get the Toxic and proliferate. So one of those would get cut. We can't cut any of the cheaps. I guess I could cut like Titanic Growth. It is more fun to splash. So we have 1, 2, 3 ways to facilitate the blue splash, putting an island in. I don't think it's worth... if I had 1 Terramorphic Expanse, I'd be more on board with that. I just don't think it's super necessary. Alright. Really would have liked to have gotten the Signpost Uncommon, the, it's a Rot Priest, Necrogen Rot Priest, that's what it is. That card's really good. I mean, this hand's really not great, but what else can we do? We don't have a play until turn 3, which can be bad in this form. Oh, I have this I can play. I mean, I technically have Titanic Growth I can play, but we're not going to play that on their thing. Okay, they could just have... We're just going to do this. There's no red. I'm going to do this. We're a little bit in defensive mode. So I could Basilisk equip. Or I can Plague Nurse here. Considering our opponent has... I'm going to Basilisk and equip. I'm going to equip here. Because now we've got 2 poison counters on them already. And there's a Nimrazor Paladin. That's a good one. But the thing is, I can Ruthless Predation that. Ooh. I'm going to take out the Proliferator. Just get that out of the way right now. And we're going to have the Flying Lifelink Death Touch on this thing. Yeah, I think we just go like this. So I have 5 toughness. We get a whole mess of poison on our opponent. And we go Bone Picker Scourge, which now has Death Touch and Lifelink because we have Our opponent corrupted. And our opponent has some things. Okay. Well, our opponent is allowed to have some things. How do we want to do this? Kind of want to stick this here. Threaten a toxic 2. And since this thing isn't, I can leave that back for blocking. If they want to double block, I'll Titanic Growth. And just kill both of them. Yeah, it looks good to me. And we'll just re-equip over here, because I don't have anything else to do with the mana since I can't play the Plague Nurse. This is good. We're going to activate this. So now they all just get an additional point of Toxic. This is actually a lethal attack. He's got a block with the Justicar there. I mean, okay, you don't have to. You can just take 6 poison and lose. That is an option. See, the deck was fine without blue. Captain E. Flirt. That's not Captain. Capitaine Flirt. Whatever, we have a hand and we're keeping it. Because we have one of our few 2-drops here. Surgical Skull Bomb, that's fine. Oh, into a nice 3-drop as well. Opponent is blue-black. Are you really going to kill that? I mean, I guess that answered my question. I don't think that's worth the kill spell you used on it. Ah, you have Infectious Inquiry. It's too bad I can't punish that. I can play... I'm gonna play this thing. They're both 2/2s. Okay, are you gonna bounce my thing? Sure. And our opponent's able to stall us because we just don't have a good early game. And there's a Nimrazer Paladin with nothing to Paladin. Alright, well this kills it. Let's get this down again. We'll save the Skitterfang as a surprise, so if he just tries to get a ground blocker, we can just fly over it. Prologue, alright. And a Raptor, well... Gee... I guess we just have to do this and kill the Raptor. Raptor's dead regardless. I mean, you can have the -1/-1 and proliferate. That's kind of rude, actually. Because now I'm not killing it. Well, kind of am. Or opponent's just going to get toxicked. Yeah, opponent's just going to get toxicked. And we'll play another Plague Nurse. Our opponent's not playing red, so we don't have to worry about Hex Gold Slash. The Slash can just kill the Plague Nurse for 1 mana. That card's unfortunate. I can start giving Plague Nurse Death Touch. Which I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we can do this 3 times. We're the aggressor here. Death Touch. So now what happens is the opponent has to block this, or... Oh, it doesn't even have enough power to kill. Okay, yep. I'm gonna say, if he doesn't block it, then we can just give it other toxic and... Okay. This thing has Death Touch, you do realize that. Now I can give one of them flying. Opponent scrying 1 on upkeep, that's probably smart. Do you have a way to stop a flying blocker or kill the Skitterfang? Apparently not, so I could just give one of these things flying, it goes unblocked, give it another point of toxic, and away we go. Alright, well, we're moving right along here. Turboa Mill. Oh, please don't have Jace in your deck. Alright, well, we got a Predation, we have a 1-drop, we can't ask for too much more from our deck. Ooh. A better 1-drop. Better in the sense that I want to get my opponent all toxiced up. I don't really want to use my Predation on that. So we'll just offer the trade. That's fine. Opponent wants to prevent the poison. Still have things to do here. So this can now be a 1/4 with Toxic 1. Wait a minute. That gives +2 defense. I could have just equipped it on the... I'll figure out how to play this game yet. Do I want to just start the Toxic Train? Kind of. Because when this proliferates... Yeah, I just also kind of want to play this. And I'll just put an oil counter on the... Oh, we're definitely not doing that. No attacks. Put an oil counter on this. That way I can play the Head Cleaver for sure next turn. I guess I don't have to play the Head Cleaver next turn. I can just do this. This can give the ability to itself. Alright, we gotta get the Toxic Train going. What do you... Well, that doesn't do anything. You're still getting poisoned. I didn't even prevent the poison. You just threw away your card for a... Okay. I mean, I get you're trying to proliferate me out, but it's still, like, way too early for that. Unless you have something corrupted you want to do. But Anoint with Affliction could already remove the I still get to use its ability. Oh, I can also just get rid of the mesmerizing dose with the canopy. And proliferate and get more oil counters on this stuff. That will be good. I don't have anything to do for 2 mass yet. I'm gonna just do this. And just oil everything up. I don't need to do any of that yet. Our life total's not pressured. I don't need lifelink. There's no reason to have vigilant. Okay, we'll get rid of the one that isn't already equipped. And infectious inquiry. Okay, we're up to 6 poison. This is getting absurdly dangerous. I want the menace guy. Now our opponent doesn't look as silly for throwing away one thing. Alright, that's not enough to stop either of these, because I will just give this flying. It's still not enough to stop either of these. Take action, and give this flying, and there's 3 more poison counters. We are now tied in the poison race, and I have another flyer. Okay, and opponent is done with that. And that puts us up into Platinum Tier 2 already? Alrighty. Well, we're 3-0, moving right along here. Now we get to do something a bit different this time. We get to do poison counters, finally. I'm a bit surprised it took this long to do that. Or some toxic attraction, as we like to call it. Alright, now we just need our next opponent. I was taking some time, so we could end up getting matched up like... There's no one that's mythic yet, are there? Nobody could be mythic and limited this early. I mean, I know when you guys are seeing this, it's going to be a little bit later in the season, just because I have so many drafts to upload in that. But I'm recording this like the day after rankings reset or something. We're missing green, but any third land gives us this, and we have a nice aggressive 1-drop. I'm going to keep. This could go badly. Okay, now we really need forests. Up against blue-black. Ooh, Venser. This is one I've been wanting to get. Venzer's a good one. So when he proliferates, you can get a 3/3 legendary Howl Sentinel Golem, or give another creature flying and lifelink. It has lifelink itself and Toxic 1. We're attacking, by the way. Just play our 3-drop. He can Whispers of the Dross kill our thing and get a 3/3. Because even if you don't have anything to proliferate, just playing something that lets you proliferate, that will trigger the... that works too. He's got the 3/3. I mean, he gains life, I guess. I think it's time for our head cleaver. We'll go with attacking here if that becomes relevant. Could have left it back threatening a double block, but then he's not going to attack into it anyways. Oh, there's red in the deck. We have to be aware of possible Hex Gold slashes. And possible 2/4 flyers that just shut down our entire... I can't even attack into any of this. I guess this helps get corrupted, but I don't have double green, so it doesn't. We need our... If I had our Titanic Growth, we could punch through here with the head cleaver. And... oh, we'd still only kill one thing, wouldn't we? Oh, this is bad. We're just getting completely shut down by these good gold cards. Our opponent's not attacking us. Oh gosh. That's really bad for our hasters. Well, I guess I can play the Death Toucher. See if he wants to use his thing in combat. Or do you want to tap something down? Please start using the counters on that. What does this thing do again? Remove 3 oil counters, draw a card, then discard a card. Alright. I mean, I didn't have a real attack anyways. There's a synthesizer. Discard a non-land card with this, you deal 3 damage. Another synthesizer. It just completely gummed up the ground. The really bad part is this thing is probably just going to trade with this, and then he proliferates, gets a golem back again. Alright, that's a little better. Sort of. Name Razor Paladin. We gotta start getting something done here. You know what else I could do? I have an idea. I will attack with the 1/5 if he allows it. Otherwise, what I can do... not attack this turn. But I can put this over here. Idea being I just proliferate, give him the 3rd poison counter. Oh gosh. And this thing now has Death Touch and flying. I guess that's the only thing. Don't want to give his things anymore. Tyrannax Atrocity is now online. Let's do it. Alright, opponent, what do you want to block? What do you want to tap down, I should say? Let me tap my Haster. Tap my Scourge. Alright. Well, this can now just get blocked by this and this. It's not actually good. I think we just leave this as a Death Touch flyer, because otherwise it's just going to get tapped down. We can go back to this idea. Okay. Dune Mover, Razor Paladin doesn't have anything interesting to bring back yet. Now let's see what he wants to... Oh, doesn't want to tap anything. So I get to attack, huh? Still has too many good blocks on the Atrocity. Well, that happened. We don't want to take that action. Does this need to go anywhere else? Not really. I mean, if he had Hexgold Slash, he would already play. There's so many good targets for it out here. Surgical Skull Bomb. Okay. You can only bounce something as a sorcery. Our Titanic Growth would also be really nice here. But now if I can force him into using that last counter, then he can't ever proliferate to get counters back on that. Land is not what I wanted at all. I also have the sneaky Paladin get back this Proliferator. Let's go for this. For lack of anything better to do. I mean, I can't punch through with anything else. How much mana would this take? 5. To do it all on the same turn is 9 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just for safekeeping, so this doesn't die to a Hexgold Slash. I mean, these things just haven't been able to do anything this game. Ruthless Predation, thank you. Now we can get somewhere. I want... He's got so much stuff that needs to be killed. I want the flyer dead. Alright, cool. Cool, he used the last oil counter there. Used it a little bit prematurely. This is toxic too. I am actually going to take out the Dune. Yeah, the Dune Mover, because if he gets a proliferate thing, it's just going to come back anyways. I'm going to put this here so that a happy-go-lucky thing doesn't... Hexgold Slash doesn't ruin my day. Necrogen Communion, that's annoying, but okay. Oh, another Basilisk. Neat. Take a poison. I guess we just go with more of this. We just have to get him to 9 poison with this method. 7, 8. Alright. I still don't want him to know about it. I'm gonna play the land, though. Okay, he's not getting an answer to our flyer with Toxic. Alright. So while he was able to set up a defensive board state, we were able to eventually, slowly but surely punch through. That's the other thing about the poison counters, is once they're on, you can't get rid of them. So that's something you always have to keep in mind. That's why a general strategy in this format is just to try and prevent as much poison as possible, especially because there's so many proliferate effects in the format. Opponent goes first. If I had a second land I could so keep. I have 2 draws to find one, and then a third land unlocks the whole hand. It's so risky. But if it pays off, it's... You know, we're up enough games. Oh, look at that. We always had it. That house thing, oh, it's never didn't have it. Oh, that thing needs to be blocked. At Dune Mover, we want to be drawing a land next turn. And we want that land to be Swamp. And we will pass the turn here. We're against red-green, so he's probably not going to Toxic us out, although I guess it just depends how many green Toxic cards he's got. There is also Volt Charge that could help a Toxic deck. Do I need my Cultivator? I kind of feel like I don't. Ah, so I needed to block with the Dune Mover to actually trade here. Eh, whatever. Traded with his combat trick. He's got a forest he can play. Okay. The Dune Mover's just gonna trade. And there's not much I can do about that. We also have to be aware of Hex Gold Slash, which will be really bad for our 4-drops we have right now. I mean, I don't really want to get toxic poisoned. Alright, that's fine. We have a thing. He has an Axiom Engraver. Land. He can also untap the land, play another 2-drop. I mean, to be mana efficient, we'll play the Plague Nurse. Plague Nurse can actually attack in here, whereas the Head Cleaver cannot, because well, I guess the Head Cleaver could kill that and not be killed. If we wouldn't have drawn the land there, the Basilisk was the play, because it can also attack in. Lattice Blade Mantis. Alright. Now I feel like we just play our 2 Death Touch creatures, because I'd rather have that. We'd have to trade with the Mantis. Digging for a Hex Gold Slash. Okay, going for the Mantis trade. I'm cool with that. But now the question is... So he didn't get... I could still do this. Which wouldn't be bad. I don't think the Head Cleaver's bad either. Head Cleaver might be a little more risky, especially while we don't have the pump. I mean, he doesn't have good double blocks on it right now. But if he gets one more thing... Okay, well, he still can't. Okay, that's fine. We are now punching through, or at least killing something. And we'll put out a couple more Death Touch things. Gets rid of the Hazardous Blast. That could have killed the token, but the token's not doing anything against this stuff. Oh, I see. And also, now that he got rid of Hazardous Blast, this becomes better. Incubation Sac. I don't like seeing that. Because now he's got good double blocks. So I could kill the token and proliferate. I'm better off killing the sack. This is ultimately just going to trade with anything. So yeah. I'm fine if you want to block that with a 3/3. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I don't really have any corrupted cards, but my opponent did not know about this. So no more of that. That's too much value over the course of the game. And now our opponent's corrupted. Our only corrupted card is that flying Death Touch lifelinker. The Lattice Blade Mantis. That's annoying. We'll play another Death Toucher, because this isn't getting old. Getting one of our Skitterfangs would also be really good, because I could give this thing flying, and then it can't be blocked. Unless he's got 2 things with flying or reach. Tyrannax Atrocity is not bad. But it just trades with... Or just trades. I guess if it trades with the Mantis, that's fine. What else would happen to it? It could be triple blocked here, in which case it trades with the engraver and the mirror. I'm fine with that. This gets double blocked and ultimately trades with like the engraver or the mirror. I don't like that as much. So we're just going to attack with the 4/4. I'm fine trading with the Mantis. Yeah. Because then my head cleaver has... well... it might have attacks again. I have more upcoming attacking opportunities than our opponent currently does. We're still at 20 against a red-green oil deck. Opponent's getting lands, I'm also getting lands. And now I can afford to lose 2 life to draw more lands. This is actually a great draw. I can put this on... I can put it on either one of these and it would be good. I guess don't underestimate that equipment. I remember when I played this format earlier when it first came out a little bit, I kind of stayed away from this injector and never really thought much of it. But it has a lot of applications. It's very cheap equipment. Very cheap equip cost. And it goes great with these Death Touchers, because suddenly it doesn't have 5 power to even kill this. Or I could put it on the head cleaver, and he has to double block. It'd still only kill one thing at a time. And we're 5-0. It's a very nice place to be. Also, moving the equipment around gives you things to do with your mana later on in the game. And we're up against a gold tier, but I can't pronounce that name. We don't have green, but we do have 2 playable cards and 3 lands. I'm gonna keep. And we're on the play with our Skull Dweller here. Skull Dweller. I mean, that's ultimately going to trade with this anyways. The bad part is I don't have a 2-mana play. Yeah, because as soon as that died, or if it attacks, and it can sack and kill the thing. Okay, I've drawn nothing but green cards. I need a forest now. And we're up against red-green again. So that could be trouble. Not going to trade my Skitterfang for that. Now it really is trouble. I'm going to try and give it lifelink. I mean, it's something. A Rustvine Cultivator. He must have just drawn that. Ah, there's our forest. Game is on. Can only play 1 green card. I think if he had Hexgold Slash, he would have used it on that. I would have used it on that. So, I'm going to assume that there's not a Hexgold Slash. You have a Titanic growth or something you were considering? I guess if there's like any sort of punch spell or anything, this is fine. Maybe, because if I drew another forest, I could have this and Titanic growth up. Well, you had a Volt Charge. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Guess I should have played the Plague Nurse. That is not the land we wanted. I don't think we need to use our last counter right now. We'll just attack for 2. Oh, I have Titanic Growth. Blazing Crescendo. Okay. Oh, and he had the Hexgold Slash. Okay. And gets a Tyvar stand that he has to cast by next turn. Okay, well that's not the worst thing to see over there. I mean, it doesn't look great right now. And Tyvar stand and hit us for a good chunk. But then he's down to 1 card in hand. I guess he's got the Hunter Maze too. And we keep drawing the wrong land. I'm gonna play it, because if I ever draw like Nimraze or Paladin or whatnot, we might want access to mana. There's a Lattice Blade Mantis. I mean, I could trade the Mantis. I guess it would just be a trade for the... I'd be fine with that trade. No trade, huh? Alright, I'll play Death Toucher. As maybe because he was looking at, like, possibly killing us next turn. Gonna be a bit more tricky now that we have a Death Toucher in play. Of course, it's just gonna trade with the Mantis. I do need to be aware of this thing. It takes 3 mana to activate +2/+2 on something else. That can help other things punch through. We have a lot of Death Touchers in our deck. Going for it, huh? I think I take this once. And then we're not going to attack back. You are late. But now he can't do that trick again. Because I can just double block here. Yeah, he has the 100 rate. We didn't get any of the tap lands for our colors. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Now we're just dead. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're dead. I'm gonna just let you do your thing. That's why I didn't like going to such a low life total there. Of course, he could then just super pump the Lattice Blade Mantis and punch through our defenses anyways. Yep. That's fine. We've already gotten a bunch of wins with this deck. And we still have... It's only our first loss. And Don Zizaro. Zixaro. Is it? We're up against the Don. I think we just play our Dune Mover first, attempt to get some toxic stuff going, because then we can turn 3 Skitterfang, give this like flying if it needs it. It can also just die to a Hexgold Slash. I do kind of want our 4th land. I'm gonna do this. Well, we can play the Skitterfang post-combat. Volt Charge the Skitterfang, that's fine. Hasn't had a Hexgold Slash yet. Give him a target for it. I think if he had it, he would have used it on the Dune Mover. Ooh, this could get painful. Yeah, that is a lot of toxic damage there, very suddenly. That's what happens when you don't have... You need more in your opening hand than just a 3-mana removal spell. And what else is in your hand? I'm curious. It must have gotten color screwed. But yeah, you need more than that in this format, because to do nothing for 4 turns other than remove 1 creature, that's not going to be good. He was taking 6 more poison here. This would put him up to 8 poison. And then this is lethal, this is lethal. This is also technically lethal because I can give it another toxic 1. Yeah, that puts us up to 6 wins. Very nice. And now we're just waiting for our next opponent. Long wait, so this could be... Well, I don't think we're going to be going up in tiers. We could be going downward. Especially given the time that I'm actually recording this. Or we can just get matched with another Platinum that just joined the queue. Yeah, this is reasonable. This time we're not getting a land with the Dune Mover. Up against some sort of a white deck. White-black. Alright, that's a little bit of a change of pace. I don't mind playing the Inquiry next turn. Dune Mover is just going to trade with the Blightbelly Rat, or whatever removal spell or combat trick he wants to have. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't need that. Now he gets to proliferate. Not much I can do about that. Drew a couple of lands so we could get back to Mover right now. That's a good one. This only gets back a mana value 3 or less. I don't know that I necessarily want Dune Mover. I mean, if he attacks, I still block here. There could be a combat trick. But the trick's got to get out of his hand at some point. What does this mean? It could be the Death Touch Indestructible trick. Could also just be he wants to get us corrupted for Anointed Affliction. Or Incisor Glide. You know, any one of those. I think we do have to just get back our thing here. We're going to attack. Attacking is what we do in this format. We're just going to have to threaten to hit him back with a lot more toxic damage. Yeah, I know my targets to return aren't that impressive. We'll take the one with toxic. We also have the surprise long legs. Ah, there's the Anoint with Affliction. That's bad. I think we're going to die to damage before we die to poison. Okay. Oh, the Skitter Fang, that's so good. That blanks all our removal. We're getting absolutely flooded out this game. No, I don't need more lands. I mean, we've got 9 lands to our opponent's 4. Can't do anything about the Skitter Fang. Or Skitterling. Yeah, so since we're corrupted, you can sack an artifact or creature each turn and draw a card. So any removal I point anywhere is just going to sack it. I mean, I have to point it at the Skitterling, though, don't I? It's sad, but I can't let that just go on forever. Isn't it another creature? Nope, it's any artifact or creature, so it can sack itself. Yep. Now, do I still get my +1/+2 here? Because that might change my... I do. So I could attack. I take 4 back when these things come in. But I get 2 poison counters. We've got to try and win this game. And since we don't have much... I'm going to try and win it. I also have another Proliferate here. I could just die. Yep, that's bad. So now I can't really kill anything. Well, I can trade the Dune Mover with one of the tokens. Let's see here. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we sack this to Proliferate. That gets him to 6. This ability plus this is 4 more poison. But I need my opponent's hand to be like all nothing right now. And for things like that to not happen. Because now I just don't think we win. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can block... No, I don't want to do that. I can block 2 of it. I still take 8. Oh, I take a lot more than 8. Okay, you got it. I had 9 lands, my opponent had 5. Granted, I did draw an extra 2 cards, but... Erd. Oh, there is someone diamond rank already. Alright. Start with this. We can... Dune Mover. Not gonna get the land, because we don't need it. Up against... red, green. This is actually going to go well for us, because I am just going to kill that. And equip this. And now he's taking 2 toxic, 2 poison. Predation Steward, that is not good enough here. We could have the free from flesh. I guess that would be good enough then. Alright. I kind of want to just... I want to do this. That way Hexgold Slash doesn't kill this. It's not like our Cultivator's going to do anything. If that thing attacks, we're not blocking it. Okay, we're going to block something now. Oh, there's a Plague Nurse. Plague Nurse is good. I don't know how great it is here over just playing this stuff out. I want to get Toxic onto him. I'm just going to play this stuff out. I don't even think I want to re-equip, because I want to keep this as a flying lifelinker. The lifelink can help. I'm just playing around Hexgold Slash a little bit. Oil Gorge Troll, okay. I can't block that. Stinging Hive Master, that is fine. Just keep getting toxic countered poison counters on our opponent. You can only cast 1 red card a turn right now. You can also do that. That I'm actually fine with. I think we just take 8 here. I don't want to double, but it's weird because I could double block that. That could only kill that. That was just kind of an odd attack there. I think I will be moving the injector around. I definitely will. Not before we go attacking, though. Want to encourage blocks here, yep. I'm going to put this... Make this a 1/5. Do I want this to be a 1/5 or do I want... Let's make this a 3/4. Evolving adaptive, that's good. Once again, we're like relying on the flyer. Didn't I cut one of those too? But since he played that, he's only got one. Alright, well, I'm fine with whatever combat trick you have here. Tyvar's stand, alright. I mean, I get a might token. It's not gonna help too much right now. Now it really doesn't help. Okay. That's a lot of pressure. That gives me another proliferate. We might be able to steal this game. So that's a proliferate. That's a proliferate. We'll see. We gotta survive this turn as well. Preferably with the long legs. Plague Nurse does not necessarily need to survive. So 1 here, 2 sack that, 3 destroy this. Okay, yeah, we just need to survive this turn. We're at 12. I will so throw something under that. Okay. Okay, things are going under this bus. I don't need Plague Nurse to survive. Well, actually, we just win. We just win. Right? Because I just do this. No, we don't win. Oh, I missed a... So that'll get blocked. I thought we had this. I needed another... I'm a mana short. Because this could be extra toxic. That could be poison. Oh, I needed a land. Yeah, I needed a land. Well... maybe we won't die this turn. I thought I had this. I guess I needed to not... Oh my gosh! Did you have to do that? Okay. I mean, this blocks 6, this blocks 5. That's our best blocks, and we still take a bunch. Do we survive? No, we don't. I miscounted by 1 mana. So we had the injector there. and I couldn't sack the thing and... Did I have mana where I was supposed to sack this at the end step last turn? I don't think I did. I thought we had the win there. I may need to review that one. Anywho, take another look at the deck. We haven't been getting a lot of relevant rares in that, but oh no, I did play both of these, because that's right. I would have had to take one out if I was playing the blue. Yeah, these things were good. The lifelink, the death touch, the flying. The injector was surprisingly really good. I don't know if I'd necessarily play more than one of them, though. But yeah, we had a fairly decent deck for... At least for the confidence level I had. We never once saw this card. Well, at least we got to play with everything else in the deck. I don't think there was anything else we never saw. Yeah, I was thinking we could deal toxic and kill our own thing. The other option, I needed to move it back to this. I guess I shouldn't have... Yeah, I don't know. I think I screwed something up there. Because I thought I for sure had the win the following turn. If we had a land, we definitely would have, because I could have just sacked the thing, the creature to proliferate, and then destroyed our own artifact, which would have caused it to proliferate again to get the last counter. Oh well, 6 wins is still really good, and, you know, Arena is feeling... it saw that last game and thought, you know, you deserve the second pack anyways, even though we can't give you the extra 100 gems there. We got 850. That's pretty good. So for now, I'll take my leave.